Storytime coming in with another drip, and today I'm bringing my first ever story time on this channel about the time I had to get 10 stitches because some boy decided to hit me in the face with a clipboard. Without further ado, my social media is going to be all up front. Please like, subscribe, share this video, okay? And the goal, let's make a goal today. So the goal is to at least get 20 likes. 20, like, that's all I asked for. So don't mind the background because it's all like my college dorm and stuff, which I hopefully am making a video on soon. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so this is a disclaimer. Me and that kid, like, we're on good terms and whatnot. Like, we're cool. Like, there's no beef, there's no drama. Like, it's none of that. I just wanted to say, like, how this story went for how I saw it. So it was like the second or the third to second last day before my end of my sophomore year. And you know, I remember I was in my first period class, which was chemistry, and I'm not going to use the person's real name or anything, or my teacher's name, but I remember our teacher, I'm just going to use Mrs. J. She was having everybody, you know, help take down like the chemistry posters like off the wall and whatnot, and she was having, like, you know, like, we were just chill. It was just like a chill day, you know. I think we were listening to music too. Like, it was just very chill. It was like, we're like, the school year about to end, you know, we were finna be juniors, and I was trying to skedaddle. And that day, I remember I was wearing this nice, you know, beige blouse. I had some new jeans on, some cute sandals. I know I was looking cute because I remember taking a picture that day on my friend's phone because I didn't have an iPhone. I had this bummy Android, and, you know, none of my pictures looked nice. I took her phone and I was like, hey, can I take pictures? And she was letting me take pictures on her phone. So I'm like, cool. And I remember this boy, he was always cool throughout the school year. Like, I remember me and him used to be like buddies or whatever in Spanish class. And like, he would always like mess around. We would always like mess around, like, be like cool. Like, we were just cool friends. And he was on the baseball team, and I guess he was good at baseball. Like, I don't know, I've never went to any of these games. He always was like, hey, I'm on the baseball team. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, you play baseball, okay. And so he was in class that day helping out, and I guess it got to the point where like they took all the posters down, and I was just like, you know, snapping, taking pictures, taking selfies and whatnot. And they came to a point where I guess they're done taking down the posters, and they were taking, like, they took a clipboard. And they were balling up like the posters, like the student posters that was hung up on the wall. They're balling up the paper, and then they're throwing at him. So I guess he was taking the clipboard, and he was like, bah! Like, he was knocking like out home runs or whatnot with a clipboard, you know what I mean? So there was, I don't know, like, okay, how am I gonna describe it? So he was like right where, like, say for example, right where y'all at, right? Like, y'all, that's where he was at. And then I was like tables back, so I was further back, but I was at an angle like this. But he's all the way over there. Like, he's where y'all at, but like further back. And I know, but it's like the way he was like making the shots, the paper was like somewhat going my direction, but it wasn't like hitting me. And I swear to God on my mama, I should listen to my intuition, because sometimes I really think I'd be psychic, because I could swear to God on my life on everything. I literally had made a mental note. I was like, maybe I should like change seats or move so like the paper won't hit me. I swear to God on my mama, I literally thought that. But then I was like, well, it's just paper. If it hits me, like, who gives a care? Like, I don't care. So I swear to God, like, I literally made that note in my head. I don't know why I didn't listen to myself. And there's multiple times where like that has happened to me, like where I think of something and then turns out I'm true, or turns out like I should have listened to what I first, you know, thought. So anyway, he's swinging the paper over there, and I'm just sitting down, and at this point I don't have my friend's phone no more. I'm just like, you know, just looking around, nothing. All my friends are just chilling, we just all chilling, whatever. And I hear like this big old I hear like, once again, I hear the contact of the paper hitting the clipboard. But everything happened so fast, so all I see is something black, like, headed towards my face. Like all I see. And so I'm first thinking that it's the paper, right? But it hit me so hard that I stood up. Like, I didn't feel no pain. Like, and plus I have a high tolerance of pain, but like I didn't feel no pain at first when like I felt like the impact. So I stood up and like I was like all like, and I slowly like opened my eyes. Like, I remember, because I was like, I stood up but I was looking down like this and I was closing my eyes, and then I opened my eyes and all I see is like blood dripping, like blood. Like, I've never seen that much blood at all in my life. Plus I don't like gory bloody things, so the fact that it was like me like dripping, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm thinking that, oh shit, like I bust my nose or something, right? Turns out everybody's like, I hear one of my friends like, oh my god, she's bleeding, and I'm just like, and then my teacher, Miss J, she comes running over like, sit down, sit down, sit down. And I'm like still like trying to figure out like what the hell, maybe I just got a nosebleed. Like, I'm still like freaked out, like, why is, like, you know, why is everybody like, it's just calm down, okay? And then she's looking at me, she's like, take your hand off your nose. So I was covering like my nose like this, and she was like, take your hand off your nose. So I did, and then she's like, oh my god, you're gonna need stitches. Have you ever had stitches? And I'm like, what you mean stitches? Like, stitches? And then that's when I started to like somewhat feel like pain, like right here. Like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if this camera can pick it up. And sorry about my face, I have acne on my face, you know, your girl's not perfect here, but like all right here at the bottom of my nose, that's where I got cut and hit. She was like, yeah, you're gonna need stitches. And I'm just like, she's like, you're gonna need stitches on your lip or whatnot. I'm like, on my lip? Like, you mean I didn't fucked up my whole lip? Sorry, I should cut that out. But you mean I didn't messed up my whole lip? And like, she's like, oh my god, let me get some napkins. Because all my friends were trying to get napkins and clean up my own blood. I'm like, you're not supposed to touch my blood on the floor. Like, so anyway, she gets up trying to get napkins, and all I can hear him like, damn, you didn't fuck. Like, I can hear him like, I can hear other people telling him this, right? And I don't know why, I guess I have a weird reaction because so much stuff was happening. I started laughing. Like, call me weird, but I guess that was just a reaction. I didn't know what else to do. Like, I was in pain, yeah, but like I have a high pain tolerance, and I didn't know, everybody was like really, like, it was like just so much happening that I started laughing. People were like, is she laughing? Like, is she crazy? Like, literally. And so yeah, and then after that, so they rushed me, because in our school we had like a little clinic in our school, so they rushed me there, right? And the doctors are like, yeah, or the nurses, whatever, the guy there, like, he was like, you're gonna need stitches. And he was like, we're gonna have to take you to the hospital. If we can't get a hold of your parents or whatnot, we're gonna have to like take you there. We're gonna have to call the ambulance ourselves. So sure enough, I called my dad, and my dad he when it comes to things like things happening to me or like situations where there's a problem, he instantaneously like freaks out. So he was like he wasn't trying to be like, I guess, I don't know how, but his response was, he's like, what the fuck, you got a clip lip? And then and the thing is that it was on like speakerphone, so the other doctors and nurses and them heard. They're like, why is he, like, why is his reaction? He's like, what the fuck, you got a clip lip? I told you not to be messing around at that school. Like, he was just going off on me, and I'm just like, I wasn't suspecting this. It wasn't I was not doing it. I was literally minding my own business. So then after, he was like, yeah, he was gonna come pick me up. After that, the doctors or the nurses, they're like, do you have a good relationship with your dad? And I'm like, oh my god, this does not need to be happening like right now. Like, it was just too much stuff happening. And so then, to take a long story short, my dad picked me up. He took me to my birth hospital, so where I was born at. And there was this like two nice doctors. The one was a nurse, the other one was a doctor. The nurse, she was really nice to me. There, everybody's asking like, what happened? Did you get in a fight? And I was like, no, just I got hit with a clipboard. Like, it's very unusual, but that's what happened. And then the other doctor, my main doctor, she like stitched me up really good, and like she told me the things that I need to do. But I'm thinking like, oh, the worst part of this whole story is I don't mind needles. I'm fine with needles. But since like I had a wound right there, like it was an open cut, she had this long needle, and she had to put the needle in the wound to make the pain go, like to numb it. Bro, that's when I busted out like into tears. Like, that was the only time I cried throughout that whole, even when I got my stitches removed. That was the only time I cried. And so the next day after that, everything, like, she stitched me up pretty good, and my lip wasn't swollen. And this was the time when they were doing like the Kylie Jenner like lip challenge with put your lips in a bottle and it go bloop, then it's puffy and big. Well, the next day my lips looked like I did the Kylie Jenner challenge gone wrong, because I guess the medicine or needle whatever made my lip really big at the top and my lip very short at the bottom right here. So I was literally looking like a duck, and I had to go the next day back to my high school because I had to get my things from my locker, and then I was transferring. So I had to like do some last final paperwork, and people were looking like, oh my god, like just looking at me at my school, and I was just like, ugh. And the boy, he felt really bad for it. His parents was up there too, and I was just like, my dad, he was very nice in that situation. You know, we didn't like tell him to pay for anything. No, it was fine. Because it was up here, like it was a genuine accident. He didn't really fuck up my face. Thank God. Knock on this floor, knock on everything. Like, you know what I mean? Knock on this wood, whatever. Like, he didn't fuck up my face or anything. And like I was stitched up pretty well. So, and then I've heard this crazy ass rumor that one of the reasons people think I transferred from that school was because I had busted my lip and I looked bad. And I was like, 2 months later, I took bomb ass pictures for my birthday. So where was the gone wrong at? So yeah, that's what happened to me. That's how I got like my first 10 stitches. Like, I've never had stitches before until then. It was a crazy experience. Next time, the lesson learned from here is to listen to your intuition and to make sure that like you're aware of your surroundings. And yeah, don't play baseball with a clipboard. Be safe, period. So that's pretty much it. It was nothing too drastic or anything. It's just I wanted to tell you guys a little story time about how I got 10 stitches. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button in the face. Let me know if you want me to do more story times. If this is something you want me to do, I will do it. I mean, I have stories, but I'm kind of iffy about like going into details because it involves real life people and it involves situations that actually happened to me, and I don't know if I want that, you know, really out. But without further ado, please hit that like button, subscribe, join the Drippy family, and without further ado, have a good day. Bye y'all. Peace.